Hello and welcome to the recall video series. What is a recall? Here. Yes! To me, the recall is the most important command we can teach our dog. Basically, all the recall is a come to me command. In the emergency scenario that you drop the leash and your dog is chasing after something, we need to be able to recall our dogs back to us. So there's so many important things going into this video series, so stick around. We already talked about how important the recall is, and with that, we're at the start of our training session, so I want to make sure Hank here is engaged with me. Yes. Yes. He's pretty engaged already. So with the recall, the first thing I like to do is start with the body language. I drop my hand between my legs and then walk backwards and then lift him into a sit. Yes. Once his butt touches the ground, I say yes and reward. Drop my hand, walk backwards, lift, yes, as soon as that butt touches. Now, one game you can play with this, or when you're expanding on this command, I can take a piece of food and I can throw the food. Once he picks up the food, then I'll say the recall command. But before we do that, I need to show you how to add the word. So once they know the body language, we'll go here and then yes. Same thing, now I'm just adding the word. Don't do this until your dog goes off the body language every single time. And I would start close like this. I wouldn't start really far away. Here. Yes. Now if your dog is constantly going to the side of you or something, it's probably because of where we're putting the treat. So a lot of times I see someone will go here and have it like, yes, and their dog will be off to the side of them. I like to have him sitting right in front of me. The reason why is because if we're in that emergency situation, your dog breaks the leash or something, and I recall them, they come to me. I want to be able to grab their collar as soon as possible. If our dog's over here, it's really easy for them to just book it past us. So now to the food throw game. Once your dog recalls consistently off the word, you can start this game. So I'm going to take this piece of food, throw it here. Yes. Once they pick it up, I say the recall word. Now we can do this kind of naturally too. He's distracted right now. There's a bag of treats right here. So I can go here. Yes. And you can do it that way too. Here. Yes. Now, if your dog doesn't come to you right after you say the word, don't repeat the word. It's probably because they're distracted by something else. So I need to be the bigger distraction in that situation. So we're using our movements and we're using kissing noises. We're making all kinds of crazy noises to get our dog's attention. Here. Yes. Now he's super engaged with me. This is exactly what we want. So if you're trying to practice distracted recalls, you can take a piece of food and throw it. But if your dog's already distracted and you've been working on the recall, it's okay to practice that way too. Here. Yes. So my last two treats here, I'm going to throw one. Once he picks it up, we're going to do that again. Here. Yes. So there you have it, guys. That is the recall command in a nutshell. Biggest notes, make sure you use body language first. Don't add the word until your dog comes to you consistently. Once you do add the word, then start practicing more and more until you can start getting good recalls, and then you can do distracted recalls from that point. So that's something you can always expand on. We're using a 6-foot leash right now, but once you really practice this, you can get a longer leash. There's 20, 30-foot leashes you can practice this with. So there is really no limit other than if your dog can't hear you or something. But keep practicing this. This is honestly the most important command to me. So if you run into that emergency, hopefully you never do. But if you do, make sure you've been practicing this so your dog has a good history of high energy recalls coming to you where they really enjoy it. But I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you like our content. It helps us more than you know, and we'll see you in the next video.